It is your boyfriend on the beat.
What's up? What it do? And we back with another video. Alright, check this out, y'all. We got a good video today. The title really caught my eye. I'm hoping y'all really enjoy this video because I think I am. Now I know I am for sure. This is a crazy video right here. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting, doing all that good stuff for me, helping me get my name, get my channel in the algorithm. Also, get my content out there, you know, get my word heard, you know what I mean? I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. YouTube's one of the things I like to do. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my things I like to do, and one day it's gonna be my mainstream, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing this pretty much often. With a lot of things I'm speaking into existence. I already know it's gonna happen. It's moving in that direction already. So yeah. But anyway, got a good video. Y'all ready to look at it? We don't waste no more time. You don't waste no more. I'm talking about no more time. Let's get into it.
Firefighters decided to lie on an official report and said they searched for 2 black children and never did. Never did. But the firefighters, they weren't fired for manipulating an official document, lying about their duty and oath to protect and rescue. Let's put up the picture of the family, okay? You see the 2 black children? They're dead. They're dead. The firefighters, 2 of them lied on the same report and said, oh, we did everything we could. We went inside, we did a sweep of the apartment. They did nothing, not a damn thing. Guess what? They are being protected, but I'm going to expose every single one of them. Keep that picture up. You're looking at Crystal Cooper. She's in the center, she's grieving.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. When I read this title, I'm telling you, saying, nah, they can't be. This can't be real. But hey, but let's keep on looking at this. Let's keep on checking it out till I see what's going on in it, though.
The loss of her 2 sons, Ziara Mitchell and Lamar Mitchell, 12 and 9 respectively, dead. A Michigan mother is now demanding answers and accountability after 2 firefighters gave an all clear. Now that's important to note. All clear means nobody else should come here to help. They gave an all clear during a house fire that left both of her sons dead. Flint is where this happened. Flint Fire Chief Raymond Barton found that Sergeant Daniel Snagoki and Michael Zlotek completed false reports about what occurred on that Memorial Day weekend fire. He said it. He said, yeah, these guys lied. He did something else. They claimed to have searched for the children on the 2nd floor, where the bodies of both of them, the 12-year-old and 9-year-old, were discovered by 2 other firefighters 6 minutes later. Now, keep in mind the variables so far. The fire chief says, yeah, they lied on an official report. What is that? That's violation of oath of office. That is a crime. That's a criminal act. You can actually be charged with a felony. 2 other firefighters ended up finding the dead bodies a crucial 6 minutes afterwards, after those firefighters, initial ones, lied. There's more. The chief recommended that the 2 lying firefighters, who happened to be white, be fired. He said they gotta go. But one was allowed to resign because somebody decided to override the chief. And the other was suspended for 2 weeks and received additional search and rescue training before returning to the job because somebody decided to override that decision by the chief.
Hell no. Hell no. They playing. Well, hey, now this is the side of the department where I feel like it be bullshit. And I'm gonna call it bullshit. Like, why y'all allowing people to get away with murder? And then they say they falsifies the papers, you know what I mean? And y'all still allowing it like it's okay, like it's cool. Now, when did that become cool? Y'all allowed 2 little kids to lives to be unalive because of what? Like, can we get some details about this? I'm gonna do some looking on this case or whatever and see what happened, because yeah, this sounds crazy. And then on that they proved that they did some falsifying on the paperwork, and they still allowed them to keep a job. Y'all job is to protect and save lives. Y'all is not doing that. Y'all wasn't doing that. 2 little boys, you know, like that would hurt me if I was my home. God forbid something happened to my home like that, and you know what I mean, something like that take place, and then no. And I would sue the cut off the building. You hear me? I want everything. Even that ain't gonna heal none of the pain. It ain't gonna heal none of that pain. But damn, boy, sure it'll make it a little bit better. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now to teach them a lesson of doing your job the right way. This what you go to school for. This what you learning. This what you went to the academy for. And because of your negligence of how you living, this what you wanted to do. You wanted to not do your job to the fullest. And then not only that, how many other cases been like that, where they've been falsified, and they allow people to, you know what I mean, go like be unalive because they didn't want to go rescue, they didn't want to go help. Just imagine how many other people went like that, situations went like that.
As well. Now, the person who decided to override this wanted to remain top secret. But I got the goods, and we're going to expose the individual who did it. There's more. Let's put up a picture of Miss Crystal Cooper, who was speaking at the Flint City Council meeting. This was on October 19th. She was speaking because she said there's something foul here. The child's mother.
Is your POD business stuck with no sales? Create designs like 6-figure sellers with Kittle. With Kittle's vector tools, you can create fully unique designs in any style. Illustrate with precision, customize shapes with ease, and combine.
Both of the children's mother, Crystal Cooper, took her fight of justice to the Flint City Council. Cooper said she wants the firefighters who neglected to search for her sons to face criminal charges, and that is exactly what we want as well. They were later carried out of the home by 2 black firefighters who took the time to actually do a search. Both of the children died days later after being airlifted to Detroit Children's Hospital. They committed a crime. For them to say they searched the house and they really didn't search the house, for them to be suspended with pay, they weren't dealt with properly, according to the mother when she addressed City Council. Ms. Cooper, I agree with you 100%. Zaire and Lamar were in the home when the fire started on May 28th. I'm taking you back to the historical element. The boys were spending the weekend with their father. A witness reported seeing smoke billowing from the side of the residential structure, and there was possible entrapment, according to a 911 audio obtained by ABC 12. According to accounts at the City Council meeting, someone reportedly walked into the fire station where the smoke from the house could be seen about 200 feet away. Firefighters made the first call. So the 2 firefighters, Snagoki and Zlotek, were the first ones to respond. When they responded, what did they do? They decided to call off any other rescue efforts. They literally told people, we do not need any additional help. We have swept this place. It is clean. Everybody can move on with their lives.
And they lied like that. They lied like that, knowing nobody was in there. Boy, you ain't gonna be able to sleep easy at night at all for the rest of your lives.
That's what they did. That's extreme. After performing the initial sweep of the home, they wrote in their reports that they entered the doorway of the bedroom where the children were found and used a thermal imaging camera to scan the room, and the results were negative. However, the firefighter whose team found the children after moving an air conditioning vent told the chief there was no way possible they entered the bedroom where the victims were found and missed them. No way possible that happened. The first child was found to the immediate left of the entrance of the room, and the other one was on the bed. In other words, if the firefighters would have simply walked into the room, if they would have simply walked into the room, they would have found them. Those children would possibly be alive right now, today. They did not get fired. They did not get charged. And one is still working. Barton wrote in the department's final investigative report that both of these firefighters, and I quote, knowingly made false reports in their incident write-ups. Just hard stop there. Knowingly made false reports in their investigative write-up. Felony. That's a felony charge. What else are we talking about at this point? Knowingly made false statements on an actual investigative document, violation of oath of office. You go to jail. They didn't.
Right, they didn't go to jail, right? So I'm saying the law kind of breaks and bends for certain people, certain things. It's all about who you know, and not what you're doing and how you're doing. It's all about who you know. That's how the world runs.
Actions or inactions arise to disobedience according to FFD rules and regulations. And as such, their actions have impeded, injured, and hindered the progress, welfare, efficiency, and good name of the department. Now remember, this is the chief. The chief is giving you all the goods you need to effect an arrest. The chief of the fire department is not able to arrest. They can investigate, they can make a decision, make a conclusion, they can forward it even to a prosecutor, but he cannot arrest. So he said everything on the record to make sure everybody was very clear about what he believed happened here. Who's protecting him? Put up his picture. You see this fella? He's the mayor. Sheldon Neely is the one protecting him. And I don't give a damn what your office say. You're the one who decided to override the decision because based on your own city charter, you're the only one that can override a decision by the city manager. Now you can play like what boo-boo the fool if you want to. Some Flint council members and community members also believe that the mayor that you're looking at, Sheldon Neely, overrode the chief's recommendation to terminate the firefighters, and that he.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home? Well, at iPostal1
has also conspired with the city attorney to keep his involvement secret. There's another man.
Keep that secret, you know what I mean? That you did that you took that you approved that they shouldn't get fired or they shouldn't go to jail. Like, why would you always want to keep your face and your name secret from that? And once again, happening in Flint, Michigan again, like it'd be a lot going on in Flint, Michigan if y'all know it'd be a lot going on behind the scenes, y'all. Just hop on TikTok. I'll tell you a lot about what's going on over there in Michigan, for sure. It's a lot of corrupt stuff going on.
Man named Eric Mays, a city councilman who has called out the mayor specifically. Now, Eric Mays, he's not one to toy with. He's a real one. Some people do not like his style. I happen to love it. Council members drilled Flint Human Resources Director Eddie Smith about why the city did not terminate the firefighters. What did Smith say? Smith told the council that the final decision was made before the personnel files made it to his desk. What? The final decision was made before the personnel files hit his desk. Who has the power to do that? Only the mayor does, nobody else. There's more. Councilman Eric Mays, the man you just saw, said the mayor was the only one who could have given the order. Community activist Arthur Woodson claims the mayor tried to keep the incident under wraps until after the election season. Cooper said an attorney she hired to help with the incident, a supporter of the mayor, asked her to do the same thing. She hires counsel to represent the best interest for her deceased children and getting justice for their deaths. The counsel, the attorney, who's a supporter of the mayor, says, let's just play politics right now. Let's do what the mayor is suggesting through his actions.
Corrupt. In some places around the world, the government is corrupt. Yes. The city council is corrupt. As you can see, look at this. So you telling me this woman went and found thought she found some legitimate, non-biased help to get her case, you know what I mean, figured out and see what's going on with it, get it investigated and get it pursued. And he say, nah, let's just do what he say do. Cause he in his bag because of this right here. Man, that's crazy work, man. Do you know how frustrated I'd be, man?
Now, I bring up Eric Mays, the city councilman, because I know he will see this segment. Dear brother, you have fought vigorously for your community. You have got in the face, literally, of constituents. Hell, they even locked you up a few times. These children should be alive today. Your mayor's already gone. He'll sell out. There's no hope for him. Eric Mays is the same man who did this at one council meeting a few years ago. Here it is.
I want this sent to the police. You ain't cracking me across my head. Well, you ain't gonna threaten nobody in no public meeting because your man don't want to answer an easy question. I'm gonna make a promise to you. You're not gonna interrupt this meeting threatening no elected official with no physical violence. I don't care what kind of suit you wear.
Councilman Mays.
I don't care what kind of suit you wear.
Councilman
You
Mays,
way out of order.
asking you
and
to
you're
calm
making
down.
your client look bad.
Oh, he ain't no joke. Oh, he ain't playing with him. He's standing on business. For real, for real. He's standing on business.
Okay, I need that same spirit, councilman, as you continue to advocate for this family and expose the corruption that you know has already taken place. While some may disagree with this style, brother, I actually appreciate the fact you're not afraid to confront power. Check it when necessary. Mr. Neely said it would be political suicide if he let out that 2 young black boys were in this house and it was 2 white firefighters that gave an all clear. And those young boys were in that house for 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Woodson said. Councilwoman Tanya Burns claims, and I quote, the mayor and his people went after the boys' family on social media because the home did not have smoke detectors. Think about this. Instead of holding the public officials, the firefighters, accountable, they decided to protect them and go after the grieving family because there was no operating fire detector.
And that's messed up. But even with that though, you still went in the house to check and see what's going on, and you said you didn't see those boys in there. So even if they didn't have a detector, y'all still managed to make it into the house to save these boys, and y'all did. That ain't cool at all. This, man, I'm telling you, it's worth money. Man.
Flint council members have now voted unanimously to launch an independent investigation into the fire and the lack of disciplinary actions against these firefighters. There you have it. All right, we're going to continue to follow the story, bring you updates as they come. Trey, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, I'm not going to make fun of this or anything. You know, those 2 little boys are right around the same age as my 2 sons. I can't imagine anything worse or more tragic. It's very sad. I guess the main thing that I thought when reading about this was like, Oh man, not the fire department too now.
Yeah.
You know, like it's always
Yep.
it's always something new with a different police department every week. And you sort of like, I know they have a big like rivalry, but the cops and the firefighters are on two sides of the same coin. They both work for the city, serve the public, and you have not typically seen many songs like F the fire department, or if you saw a fire department hat or a bumper sticker on, you wouldn't think to yourself, well, I've got to avoid that guy at a party. You know what I mean? Like we haven't had the same sort of association with the fire department. And then seeing this, I was like, please don't let that start happening too. Like I can't have, you know, just the general public trust in the institution of the, you know, public fire department also start to erode in the current society that we live in. You know what I mean? Like I hope this is just an isolated incident, because I ain't trying to see the fire department go the way of the cops.
Well, we'll see. We've had multiple stories here where fire department officials were involved in just as much egregious activity as some police officers. Definitely not as extreme as far as numbers, but it exists. There's a coalition there of some sort.
Right. That is true though. You don't want the fire department being in that boat with the bad police officers. You know what I mean? And then like, what's the point? What's the point of, you know what I mean? That's how we gonna start respecting them. Like, what y'all doing here? We can do it our damn selves. You know what I mean? Once again, that's why they say